I'm Kate Kelly with America Comes Alive, where you'll find great stories simply told.
The X-ray shoe fitting machine, technically referred to as a fluoroscope, was a common fixture in American shoe stores during the 1930s through the 1950s. They were touted as a new way to check the fit of a shoe. In 1896, Thomas Edison had invented the first fluoroscope. The device could show the internal structures and fluids in the human body. Two men claimed to have used it first for shoe fitting. One was a military doctor who conducted physicals on soldiers who enlisted to fight in World War I. By using fluoroscopy, Dr. Jacob Lowe could check the men's feet with their boots on. He went on to appear at footwear trade shows to demonstrate the device. However, another claim for the first use of the fluoroscope for feet came from the Adrian family of Wisconsin. One of their children had polio. The child's father pursued the use of the fluoroscopy because it made it much easier to find the right shoe for his child. Ultimately, Matthew Adrian became the major manufacturer for the devices in the United States, receiving his patent in 1927. The Adrian Company's fluoroscope was housed in a polished wood cabinet that stood about 4 feet high. Customers could keep their shoes on and slip their feet into the slot at the bottom of the machine. The top of the cabinet had 3 viewing portals for the salesperson, the customer, and sometimes the customer's parent. All could peek in to see the fluorescent images of the bones of the feet and the outline of the shoe. The patent application addressed the safety of the device. The recommendation was for lead to be used to line the cabinet. This was intended to prevent the outward passage of any harmful rays. Shoe store owners were enthusiastic. They bought the machines and featured them in their ads, touting that they provided the scientific way to see if shoes fit properly. Customers were fascinated, and children loved using the device. After school, groups of adolescents sometimes ran into the shoe stores just to check their feet. But 1946 was the beginning of the end. The American Standards Association established a safe standard for using the device to x-ray feet. When the stores saw that the devices were going to be regulated, the owners knew that meant trouble without that much to gain. The general feeling was that an individual who used the fluoroscope occasionally was probably safe, but that salespeople who were around the machines all day likely received too much radiation. In 1957, Pennsylvania was the first state to ban the machines. By the mid-1960s, most stores in the U.S. no longer had them. Today, there are a few on display in museums.
I'm Kate Kelly with America Comes Alive. Look around and see what inspires you.